Welcome back to a new video from development at the sunny beaches of Tolaria. So in this video I will go through the newly development features that covers payment. I have implemented a payment solution into Tolaria, and as an organizer you will be able to sign up as a service provider and being able to collect registration fees and extra amounts for charity and whatever you like. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's go into the onboarding flow. You're a tournament organizer and you want to become a tournament organizer that can accept payments for your events. You go to the settings on your menu up on the right, and you will see that you have a new section that is called payments. So if you press this, you will have a wall of text telling you this is what is implementing. So Tolaria.app is integrated with Stripe payment infrastructure and as a so-called platform account. As an organizer, you can sign up for a connected account and accept payment for your services, such as a registration fee. We will add maybe more to come in the future, but at the beginning this will be just for registration fees. With a connected account you will be able to either use the Tolaria payment solution that is built upon Stripe, or you can also do all external transactions, as you can use PayPal, you can use cash, or whatever you like. But it will enable you, when you have onboarded and have the features up and running, you will be able to do manual handling as well. When it comes to Stripe and the fees, I have just for the sake of simplicity gone with a 5% fixed fee in the beginning, and my hopes are that we can eliminate this fee to a zero fee in the future. So basically what is happening when someone is swiping their card or using their card as a payment method, then we will do a charge. We will go into the platform account, we will remove 5% and then transfer the funds to your connected account. The fee stays in the account, and then we have a net in the platform account that will be basically around zero when it comes to all the exchange of currencies and whatnot. So but in the end, hopefully we can reduce this to a zero cost. So and when you issue a refund, you will reverse that transaction back to the platform account, and the platform account will pay back the user that used their credit card, and the fees will stay at Tolaria platform. So that is also an intention of why I use this fixed fee instead of having to calculate all this and not having an easy and smooth flow for you as a tournament organizer. So the first thing you need to do is to verify your country of residence, because this will be the country that we will send into Stripe when we create your connected account. So this is really important that you make sure. If this doesn't fit or is correct, then you can just go to the U section of settings, scroll down to the bottom, just press edit and select your country and press save. Now you will be able to see that, okay, my country is saved, this is Czech. I will verify my country. It will give you a check mark on the first step, and then you will go create an account. So this will send the information to Stripe, they will create the account, they will send their information back, and we will update your user document as we see here. So now we actually hide the information, so this is automatically hidden if you have an account. you will always be able to pop this open by pressing the information button here. And then the last step is to do the onboarding, and this is a Stripe hosted flow, so you will just start the onboarding, you will be redirected to Stripe, and we will do the onboarding on Stripe. So let's see how this works. Fetching the onboarding links, user document updated with an error message. Okay, I'm just gonna pause the video here and check out that and continue later. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the continue onboarding here to see if my little fix did work, because I got an error because I deleted my account earlier to be able to record this video, and it didn't like that apparently. So I'll just take my phone number here, and I'll take my email, and then I will just hit continue. And this will have a two-factor authentication. There we go. Let's see if this works. Okay, so here we can see the progress up here. So as I said, this is a Stripe, as we can see down here as well. It's a Stripe hosted onboarding flow. So this is all in their system. We are just hooking into it and sending them your country code and your email address, and then you got the account, and with that account we are onboarding you. So you will just fill in your details. I will put in mine, and then you press the continue button. So that's your personal details, and then you have to add a bank account. I'll just hit save when I've entered my bank account. Then I get some review your details. So I can see that the business detail is Tolaria.app. It has other information provided. You can see that I have bank information, phone, and the ownership is me here. And we can see that I have added a bank account. I can add another one if I want to, but make it easy for me and for yourself, add just one bank account. And then hit submit. Depending on your country of where you live, it might need some more steps, such as you might need to add a photo of your identification, maybe your social security number. Yeah, there are some regulations depending on where you live, and it has a bit of different flow, but it should be easy enough to just follow their flow. And when all is set up correctly, Stripe will send Tolaria backend an information that says now we have updated this connected account and we have activated card payment, so it will turn green and say active, and transfers, which will say active, so that Tolaria payment can transfer funds to your Stripe connected account, and from there you can do payouts to your bank account. So we can see here I have a balance of 0, and yeah, there's nothing much happened here until someone do a payment. Okay, so I'm just gonna close this down, and now I have an onboarded account. So I have an account, I am able to benefit from this with taking out registration fees. So if you go to events, and then we can show you and walk through the new features that are available in the create event form. Okay, so let's create a event and add a registration fee just to be able to try this out. So I'll just do a testing event here, Tolaria.app. I will select a date, 31st of December. Let's do it at straight before midnight, before the bells toll. I will set the date and time. I will do constructed. I will do my favorite format, anti-4K. And here's also a new feature that is for registration that opens later. Then you can toggle this off. You can set a date. So I could set that on Christmas Day. We will open registration at 10. And then at 10, you'd see dot +1 where I'm located. This event will automatically be open and players can go in and register. But I will just say it's open from now. I will take out a registration fee. I will allow players to add extra so that if I want to have a charity or something similar, then the players can add extra that will be transferred to my connected account, not the platform account. And then payment to Tolaria. I toggle this off, then they won't be able to use the Tolaria payment. Then you have to put in the description how they should pay you, and you will be able to manually follow it in the event. But I recommend that you have a payment through Tolaria, and then the players can choose how they want to pay it. It will select your default currency, and that is connected to the country where you live in. So send that into Stripe. Stripe created your account with the local currency. So for me it's Swedish krona, and it says that the minimum amount is 103 Swedish kroner for an event. I would say it will just be 250 to attend this event, because I have some fees to pay for the venue that we are having here to celebrate New Year's with all our birds. This will not be an online event, it will be a private event, so I will just set it to private. I will not set it to publicly visible, so it will only be invited players who can see this in the list. I will have deck photo as a mandatory option, and I will have no attendee cap. I will just hit create here. It will create my event, and we can see Tolaria testing here. I will go into the event, and here are some changes as well in this view. And this is not only due to the payment solution that I've implemented, but this has been something that I've been thinking about for a while. And as you can see, we have attending player here, and we have players here. But when I open up the players, I actually got the attendee list right away, and also the invitation list, which used to be living in the details pane here. So in the details panel, for use and organizer, that is basically useless. And so here I can attend some players. I can play Gosta Dirk. He always likes to show up. Rasputin, Angus Mackenzie. He's always happy to join. And then we have a little girl. And we also have Rubinia. She also likes to come at these parties. And Boris usually shows up. Rasputin, he's already attending, right? And yeah, I will be attending, of course. And yeah, I think this is for now. These are the ones I know will show up. And if I were to invite the player, so for example, I can invite myself just to show. Before we couldn't actually remove invitations, but this is possible now. So here we can remove. We can also export the invitation list. Just let's see, text document. It will be a simple text document that just says the email address and if it's accepted or not. Same is true for the attendee list. It will just say if it's paid, it will just say if it's has a photo or not. You won't be able to see this, unfortunately, because I'm just recording this screen, not this screen, but this actual Chrome window. But here we have the attending players. We can see the payment icon that says that you need to pay the registration fee. If I pop up the details panel here again and just hide the organizer, so this is the view for the player. They won't see anything except for the details panel and the pairings and standings. And when they come in here, they have the player action. They need to pay the registration fee. And if they press this, it will open up a registration fee payment window. So here we have the fixed fee of 250 SEK, 250 SEK, and then they can add extra for charity, and they can do platform support if they want to support Tolaria.app, which will sum up in a total of 350 Swedish kronor. And when I proceed to checkout, this will move me into a Stripe connected checkout session. So we just take all the data, send it to Stripe. Stripe will return to us with a URL that we can move on to with tokens and whatnot. And then we can see that, okay, I have a registration fee, I have a non-refundable charity amount, and platform support that it's non-refundable. And then we have the credit card form, which I can fill in and hit pay. I will just move back for now, and then we will see that I'm still not having paid this amount. And we can see the checkout session was cancelled. So that's good. It works as intended. Under the organizer panel here, we have, as said, the player section where we see all the details. We'll also have a more action here, and here we can see payments. So if I pop this open, this will show me that it will fetch some data, and most likely it will find nothing because we don't have any transaction at the moment for this event. So just close that down. We can do manual registration. So say little girl here, she wants to pay with PayPal instead. Then I can just do share extra. She pushes in 500 and she uses PayPal. PayPal is. That's just a comment. If you want to add comments or whatnot, you press save. This will be a manual transaction on the event document that says, okay, little girl has paid external with PayPal. And if I go to payments, we can see a summary. So we can see that it's PayPal. It's a bit muted in the text here, and we can see it's paid. We can see that it's a donation sent as well, 500 for charity. We have 250. There's no fees. There's nothing that will be transferred to your or to my Stripe account. And we can see that I will have no payouts from Tolaria to my bank account because this is already handled externally with PayPal. So if I go pay here, I just go proceed to checkout. I add no extra. This will load up this window here, and I will just use my credit card here. Just gonna type in everything and the name on the card. It's my name, of course. And then I just save. Want to save the card. It will start processing. It was successful. And it will redirect me back to Tolaria when the payment has been, the checkout session is done. I will get a notification. You paid 250 Swedish kroner. Very good. We can see that the registration fee has been paid. So when the checkout session is done and we get a recollection of from Stripe that okay, this card was charged with 250 Swedish kroner, we get a call to the backend that will update this information, and it will also update the information that states that Mattias has paid this with Tolaria payment. And if we pop down the payments panel again, we can see that okay, this is not so muted, it's clear white here. We can see Tolaria payment, it's paid, no donations. We can see the fee, that is 5%, and we can see how much that has been transferred. And we cannot request a payout because we have insufficient funds. That's because the transfer happens immediately, but they won't release those funds until after a couple of days. As all the banks and stuff, they like to hold their money for a while, just to make sure that all the transactions in between the banks happen as intended. For purchases, I now have a purchase in my history. I can see Tolaria. I can press this to open up the receipt generated from Stripe. So you can see here all the details that we sent in with the checkout session. That's neat and dandy. And if I go to settings, I can go to payment, and as I see my balance, I have a total balance, and this will be available soon. So this is money that is bound to be moved from the Tolaria app account into the My Connected account at my user Mattias. I can issue a refund, so this is the external one. I just issue a refund. It will just say that you will have to do this externally, and you can do both or just one. You have to check off, and then you press confirm, and then you do a refund. So here we do a partial refund, and then we can see this that this was refunded externally. If we look at the payments, we will see that it is partially refunded. So the event charity support has not been refunded. It's just 0. So this is still applies. It's still in the summary. We can see that we have still the full amount of fee, but 250 has been refunded. It's still the same money that will be transferred here. I could do as well, just do a refund here, and this will, so the fees that comes with this will still apply to my account, or not my account, but for the Tolaria.app account, not my connected account, but for the Tolaria.app. So here we can see that has been refunded. They will still stay in the overview here, but we can see it's refunded. The full amount has been refunded. There's no fees for you as an organizer, and there's also no payout if you, of course, do refunds. And Slanfan, that is also me, will get my money back on my bank account in a couple of days. So this is how we accept payment with Tolaria. We can do events, create registration fees, and yeah, it will flow for the players. They will use their player action to pay the fee, enter the credit card details, and you will receive your funds. And when everything is paid and you have your balance check, you can confirm to request a payout, and then we will do a payout and trigger a payout to your bank account. So we will move the money from your balance to your bank account, and it usually takes a couple of bank days for that transfer to happen. In addition, I've added and removed, so I removed the PayPal support button and the Patreon support button and just moved to Tolaria. So here you can do one-time payments, or you can do a subscription. If you do a one-time payment, you will be hero for a month. If you do a subscription, you will be a hero for as long as you are subscribing. You can do a regular Tolaria for $5 US, you can do a Yule Bird for 25, or you can go bananas with whatever you like to do here. It can be $1 US, or it can be 100, whatever you decide to support with, and I hope you do. In addition to this, I just added a toggle here because I know we are using up a lot of space on the screen for those who are not using big ass screens as others that are actually sitting on laptops or smaller screens. That you can get a bit more space on your screen by minimizing the left bar or the left panel. But this is for events and how we enter registration fees. Okay, perfect. So now we have been through the Tolaria payment with the onboarding of account. We have I have showed you how to create an event and add a registration fee, how the players will be able to perform payment, and how you will see the transactions, see the summary of the payments done in your event, both externally by manually adding them as payments in the player section of organizer panel, or when the players actually pay with their credit card. It will be an automated flow. You can see all the details there. You can see your balance in the settings section, and you will also be able to just move on to the Express account, the connected account dashboard, if you like. So if I were to press here, you will be transferred to your dashboard from Stripe. So you do your regular login. Maybe this won't work for me because it might actually bump me into the main platform account, but let's see how it works. So, and hopefully I have integrated all the needed information already in Tolaria, so you don't need to go here, but you can see your total earnings that you can't see in Tolaria as of today, but we can see that we have had a payment, we have had a refund, we can see that no money is on the way. Yeah, this is basically it. You will see your details, and you will be able to manage your bank accounts and such. So I'll just log out of that and head back to Tolaria. So hope you like this new improvement that I have added to Tolaria, and hope you start to use it, and hope you like it. And if there's any question, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and the easiest way is of course send a message right here at Tolaria. Stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for watching.